Well, I'm going to try to do something with that little dinge. Tempted I could probably polish that down and make it look much the same, but I think it needs some coating on it, because that's where the thumb, you're going to be holding your thumb, and it might feel like a sharp edge. And the only thing that I can do, others might be able to strip the whole board down and do it. Only thing I can do is put a little drop of super glue on it gently, and you'll see how I'm going to do that. Just like this, and it'll change color, and it might add just a nice little bit of gloss to it. And if I have to, I'll use a razor blade and polish it. I may not have to. What I'm trying to do is get to the edge of the crack so that I don't have a little gap there. And that now will sit like that until that goes rock hard. And we'll see what it's like when it's dried. Sometimes super glue can sink down to the bottom and bubble, and let's hope that's not the case.
Next video, please.
Now, I don't know what you're going to see here, but I'm going to try to let you see. The super glue has dried now, and I'm getting out a brand new sharp blade. And what I'm going to do is try to take off the very top layer of the super glue. And try to get it down to the same layer as beneath it. Now, if you see what I'm doing here, I'm leaning the blade this way. It's not going that way. Leaning it, and I'm scraping it with a very sharp blade towards me, very gently. It's not so much about looks, although it'd be lovely if this came out beautiful, but it's more to do with the feel of the fingerboard where your thumb is. There's all sorts of things that can go wrong. The super glue may not have gone straight to the edge of the chip, which means when I go to polish this, white polish will get in between the edge of the previous lacquer and the super glue and show a white mark. The super glue may have had bubbles in it, which is not uncommon. And as you can see here, there's a black mark just there. Must have got into the super glue somehow. So what I'm really trying to do here, I'm leaning this way now so that I'm not going into the super glue, is I'm just trying to get it as smooth as possible so that when I polish this, it will sort of, it's a repair, don't forget. It's not going to go away completely. This is actually more awkward than body work, the natural body work, because it's all to do with feel. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause. I'm going to get some sandpaper and sand that a little bit.
Next video, please.
Okay, first a bit of 800 to get it more level. Then some 1500, and then some 2000. So I'm doing this dry. It's wet and dry sandpaper, but I'm doing this dry. And make sure you have clean sandpaper, very clean sand.
Next video, please.
Somebody texted me in the middle of doing this, so I'm back again with the 800. Hopefully you will see. The first part of this was cut off by the text message. Worst thing could happen is I go past the lacquer that's already existing on the guitar, and that's not what I want to do. I don't even know if you can see anything. I can see it in this light, but I don't know whether you'll see anything at all. But that's as much as I'm going to do with the 800, and I'm going to do a bit of 1500. And just to take the scratches of the 800 away. Now I'm going to do polish, so let me go get the polish.
Next video, please.
As I said, you can still see it, but it feels ultra smooth. That's the discoloration of the wood beneath it, where it was left. So that's lovely and shiny, highly polished now. And it will play nice, and it's fairly strong. Okay, next.
Next video, please.
There you go. The frets are done now, and it's lovely and polished and clean. What I should have said to you before is when you're using high gloss neck, and even when you're using ordinary gloss, stick some tape on the back of your metal thing, because if you use it without the tape, there's a chance you could scratch there or there. So use some tape, and when you press down, it won't scratch it as much. All right.